Thank you for coming in the show, Prosecuted.
And thanks for having me.
Yeah, well, how can I serve God faithfully?
First of all, I would like to thank you for inviting me to the show. This is a great pleasure, and I thank God who gave me this opportunity to be here today. If it wasn't for God, I wouldn't be here. And I bless you for your show also. How do you feel yourself, God, faithfully? First of all, you must have a relationship with God. You must love God. And second of all, you must have a heart for God. You have to have a personal, intimate relationship with God. God have to become the first priority of your life. Most of the time, we're so busy in the secular world of doing business, working in different companies and doing our own business, not having time for God, and that's black the way of having a personal, intimate relationship with God. So sometimes we have to put away a task that we do daily and to embrace the vision of God and to have a heart for God. First of all, you got to have a prayer life. You have to pray God daily. You know, most people say, oh, I don't have the time to pray, because you have time to work, but you don't have time to pray. You have time to meet your boyfriend at 3 o'clock, but you don't have time to pray. You have time to pick up your kids, your daughter, your sons at daycare, but you don't have time to pray. You have time to do everything. You have time to meet them at 3 o'clock at midnight. Loose booty, shake it down, you can have it at midnight, but you never have time for God. You could do all the tricks, all the dirty stuff, but you don't have time for the higher power. He's the one who gives you the breath of life. If you exist today, it's because of God. He loves you and He cares for you. You must be faithful to Him by praying Him, by seeking Him, by following Him. Say, God, I can't do it without you. You must want God like a crackhead addicted to a drug or cocaine. You must want Him every day. You got to have a passion for God. You must have a zeal. He has to become your best friend. Just like when two people met together, they got married and they have a relationship, they start a family. So you got to be close to God, like a husband and wife. You have to be in love with God. God have to be the first priority of your life. You have to care for people, and then you have to be hospitalized, willing to help people, and you have to have a heart to serve and to help others and to love of them. And whatever God gives you, you have to be willing to cherish it, because the enemy is a trick. He's going to try to block you, stopping you from having faith in God. He don't want you to be faithful. He wants you to slack. He wants you to go and deal with your homeboys, go deal with your friend. He wants you to fall into saying, he want to make you feel disgraced. Oh, I'm not faithful. I don't think I could do it. Maybe I'm not qualified. I don't care who doesn't qualify you, but God do qualified you, and you blessed if you're being faithful. In Jesus' name.
Thank you so much, Prosecuted.
That's my job.
Thank you so much. How can someone be positive in the life?
Well, to be positive, it's a way of life. The Bible says all things is permissible, but not all things is permissive. For instance, I could say, well, I don't want to be a minister no more. I could say, I don't want to go to church no more. But I know what God have done for me. He have called me. There is a mandate. There is a mission I have to follow. I have to be obedient to God. You understand? I have to be positive at all time, because it's not I that live, but Christ living in me. I am a product of the King. He is the one who created me. I have to be faithful at all time. Many people fail to realize to be faithful unless they think it's some kind of magic or mystical things. It's easy. You have to be obedient. You know that God is watching you. I don't see Him, for God is a spirit. He's there. He's everywhere. You have to be obedient, and you have to be respectful to people. You have to honor God. You have to be honest with yourself. Honesty is the key. Stop telling lies, because once you're in lies, you're in a bottom of negativity. Negativity, that's what's drawing you down. Negativity, that's what blocking your blessing, because you don't want to obey God. When you don't obey God, you're walking in the foot of the devil. But once you obey God, then you're in positive mindset. Then you have the mind that realizes, I'm not living for myself, I'm living for God. God and me are one. For the disciple asking Jesus, when are we going to see the Father? And Jesus replied, if you see me, you see the Father. And if you see the Father, I'm in the Father, and the Father and me and the Father are one, because there's a relationship. And I'm blessed.